Hello Libra, I am here with your April 2021 tarot using the Murder of Crow Tarot. I have done an off-screen pre-shuffle and now we ask for the messages for the sign of Libra for the month of April. Now Libras, I do want to say a great big thank you to you. Last month for the monthly readings, you guys crushed it in terms of views, far beyond what I expected, and I thank you for that. And because of you guys, I've decided to run a little bit of a contest just to see what would happen if I offered this to everybody. So what the contest is that for the month of April, whichever sign gets the most views and or likes or interactions altogether, they will get, in the following month, they will get extra readings, one per week. So if I had been running this contest for the month of March, in April, you would have been getting extra readings. So keep doing you, keep crushing the views, and you could get, for your entire sign, extra readings. Now what I was thinking about for extra readings was doing some love readings for you or for whomever wins. Doing a financial reading and then doing an oracle reading to close off the month. So while we are talking about this type of clerical or administrative type stuff, don't forget to hit that subscription button if you want to see my daily tarot, as I do post daily general tarot readings every day. Hit that like button whenever you feel like it, whenever you like your reading. This helps the creator of whatever channel you are interacting with, whether it's through a comment, through a like, through a share, because you can share these on your own social media. The higher the interactions, the more that the YouTube algorithm puts these out for other people to see and be able to have an opportunity to experience. So also don't hesitate to hit that notification bell, just because I do like to post extras. I am recording this right now on Easter Sunday, and I did put out an extra Easter reading just to see what, just as a little something extra, and to see what your energy, or the collective energy I should say, for Easter is for the general collective. So with that, Libras, how are you feeling and how are you doing after we had that full moon in Libra at the end of March? That was a whopper of a full moon. That was really bringing in some balancing energy, clearing the slate, wanting us to release in order to be able to manifest on this next new moon, so that we have room, so that those things that we manifest coming up will have a place. Okay, these crows are not being super talkative, which is weird, because they went absolutely crazy for Virgo. Very weird. Maybe they are a little bit tired due to the massive energy, which the full moon in Libra was a super moon, meaning it is actually literally closer to the Earth in a measurable form. All super moons are. And it just has to do with the orbit of the moon around Earth, because the moon does not orbit Earth in a perfect circle. It is more of an ellipse or an oval. So there are times as it orbits around the Earth that it is actually closer, and there are times when it's a micromoon that it is actually further. And that is information from NASA, by the way. I do my research, and I try to check as many credible sites such as NASA. All right. Okay, let's see if we can get a couple more for you here, Libra. Just a couple more shuffles. I don't want to make this too long of just nattering away without talking about the tarot. Okay. Nice, we have a movement card for you. Okay. All right, so on with your reading. From the bottom of the deck, these are the cards that are playing out in the background. This is the energy that you can't necessarily see right in front of you. This is the energy that is playing out beneath the surface. So this is what does influence the rest of your actual reading. So we start off the bottom of the deck. You have the Seven of Wands. It's a feeling of defensiveness. You're like, whoa, get back, you know, get out of my space, just back off. It's also putting up walls and boundaries. You can see the barbed wire fence here. So you may be putting up a lot of walls, or you have put up a lot of walls, or hopefully you have put up some boundaries. Now, the one thing with boundaries, conversely compared to walls, is that boundaries are healthy, walls are not. And the reason why walls are not is they are impenetrable and there is no give to them, and very difficult that if you change your mind or situations and circumstances change, it's very hard to tear those down. Whereas boundaries, you can say, whoa, here's my boundary. Don't want you to cross it. If things change, you can easily relax that without having to, literally with a wall, it's either there or you have to blow it up and it's gone. Whereas with boundaries, you can adjust it a little bit easier in order to fit with what you have going on. Now, you've got the King of Pentacles in the background. King of Pentacles is very loyal, and despite the fact that we don't have any cups out, I do feel this is more of an emotional type energy going on. Now, the King of Pentacles is not necessarily in tune with anybody's emotions, his included, but he is loyal, he's committed, he's extremely hardworking, and he is also, of course, because he's the king and the King of Pentacles, he's wealthy. And another reason why I say this is more of an emotional reading rather than a work or employment reading is you have the Ace of Cups. This is what's playing out in the background and coming towards you. And that is a cup of love, an offer, a gift, something that is going to make your emotional cup runneth over with good emotions. And that the reason why it's good emotions is the card came out in the upright. Now, for the body of the read, this is what's going to be more for the bulk of the month. What's going on in the background, this is what's playing out, and this is what you can maybe expect closer towards the end of the month or into the following month, which is going to be May. We start off with the Queen of Swords. She's smart, very intelligent, very logical, very witty. Now, the downside to the Queen of Swords is, yes, it is feminine energy, but the Queen of Swords has a razor sharp tongue to go with her razor sharp wit. The problem with this is that razor sharp tongue, she speaks the truth, and truth can be very difficult to hear. She also does not take into the emotional consideration of others when she speaks her words. Up next, we have Major Arcana card. You have two Major Arcana. So remember, you see Major Arcana, that means major energy in this particular thing. This is the Strength card, card of Leo. This card, as you can see, the Lion Tamer, is not overpowering the lion. The Lion Tamer is using grace and her inner strength to help tame the lion. Now, as you can see, there's the infinity sign. And the infinity sign is representing an infinite supply of strength. So even though You may be feeling a little cut down. And the reason why I'm saying this is you do have a conflict card coming up here. And it does tie into your putting up defenses. You may be needing that inner strength in order to keep moving forward and to stop putting up those walls and relaxing them more into boundaries. And if you have put up those walls, you're going to need a lot of strength to tear those down as well. Now, up next, we do have conflict card, and that is the Five of Wands. This is conflict. Plain and simple. Arguments, fighting, disagreements, disappointments. Excuse me while I take a drink here. It's allergy season, so my throat is very, very scratchy. It's water, by the way. I don't know if I could do tarot readings while drinking. You never know what might pop out of my mouth at that point. I am a Gemini, therefore I have the Queen of Swords influence just naturally within me. And speaking of Geminis, we have a card Gemini. Major Arcana card, that's the Magician. The Creator, the Manifestor, the Alchemist. You might be using a little alchemy or want to be using a little alchemy in regards to this conflict. But just know that whatever it is you want to manifest, you already have the wisdom within you to do so. And you have the tools with you or around you in order to create and manifest your future and what comes next. And what is coming next is the Movement card. We have the Six of Swords. So again, swords being of the mind. This is going from a turbulent time into more calmer time. The keywords for this card is moving out of rough water into calm water. Now this card, because it does reference water and the mind all in one, you may be finding your intuition a little more enhanced. And this, again, because it is a movement card, it's movement forward, there could be a physical moving of places, moving just from one house to a new house or a new apartment into a house, moving to another city or another country. This is not necessarily travel, it's movement into something that is a lot more calmer. And you may need your intuition to help steer you into whether this is right, wrong, whether there's a problem or not. Anyway, onto the body of your reading. I'm just moving the cards around so I can see them a little better. I do really feel that this reading involves a bit of a broken heart, some hurt feelings. Something was said, it cut you to the core. You're really conflicted. Maybe it was just spoken out of anger. Maybe you spoke the words out of anger. Yeah, you spoke the words out of anger. Now you've put up your defenses. You've put up those boundaries. You put up walls. This argument that you had really did hurt you. It cut you. And you were equally cutting with your words. You've put up the walls. This conflict isn't going to go anywhere until you talk it out. And that's going to take a lot of strength to do. Whether that is you initiate the contact and the next step in the conversation, or the other half of this is contacting you, want to try and work on a resolution. It's going to take a lot of strength to get back to the table and talk about it. But know that regardless of what the outcome is, it is something that you have a lot of loyalty and a lot of fondness for. There's a lot of warmth still there, but you've been hurt and your defenses are up and you're not liking it. Whether the resolution is something that you want or not, you have the power within you to create which way it goes. So if you want your freedom, and it's up to you to create it, you're going to have to speak those words. If you want to work things out, you're going to have to say so and find a way to help work things out in order to help move things forward and to have things start progressing and moving forward, and to go from this really rocky patch into something a lot calmer. And I do feel that that is going to be the case, is you're going to have to put down your defenses, put down those walls that you put up after being hurt. You can create a new start in love while staying in the same relationship. And just know that this is a rocky patch that can be worked out, and smooth sailing is on the horizon. Now, this new cup of love does not have to mean that it is a new person coming in. In fact, I don't see any new people coming in at all. This Ace of Cups here could just be a new offer to start again and to start fresh with the same person that you've been committed and loyal to for a long period of time. The King of Pentacles doesn't rush into anything, and this is nothing new. So if you're in a long-standing relationship and you've hit a rocky patch, be prepared to work it out, but you're going to have to lower your defenses in order to do so. So I'm going to leave it here for you, Libra, and I will talk to you soon.